Batangas Representative Jervil Jinky Beatrix Luistro and her fellow prosecutor, none other than Manila Representative Joel Chua. They will provide us with updates and share their perspectives on the ongoing pretrial conference for the impeachment case against Vice President Sara Duterte, as well as other matters related to the impeachment process, after which they will entertain questions from you. Okay, we thank everyone for being here and for your continued interest in this very important constitutional process. Okay, to start our press briefing, may we hear the opening statement of our chair?
Good afternoon, everyone. We would like to give an update as to the impeachment proceeding. So, as we all know, ongoing ang ating marking of exhibits. And as a matter of fact, we are on day 3. I wish to share that indeed the documents for confidential fund is really voluminous. As a matter of fact, the prosecutors have expressed their uncertainties as to whether the marking will be finished by Thursday. And that is why we reached out already to Secretary Bantug through Secretary General Chaloy Grafil, whether there are other measures which may be considered to be able to expedite more the process of marking the exhibits. We understand that the position of the prosecution is to push through with the original timeline, which is likewise pronounced by Section Bantug during our PTC, and that is on July 6. And that is why we are really reaching out to Senate Secretary to consider additional measures, no? Right now, there are 4 teams who are facilitating the marking of exhibits. One is assigned for unexplained wealth, and the 3 other teams are all assigned to confidential fund. Regardless of having 4 teams, the private prosecutors, including the public prosecutors who are monitoring, have expressed already their uncertainties about the possibility of finishing until Thursday. And that is why we are soliciting for additional measures kung paano mas bibilis pa and hopefully matapos tayo within this week. No? And then likewise, the prosecution team is discussing about the following concerns. Etong isa ay na-share na natin during past interviews, the adoption of Filipino language and English language to be the official languages to be used during the impeachment trial. That's one. Second is we are considering, we are still discussing, we're still considering about the possible adoption of the rule on disclosure of witnesses at least 3 days before their presentation, no? We are also discussing on the possible participation of public and private prosecutor in the presentation of a witness. That means that the public and the private will participate in the presentation and conclusion of the testimony of one witness. And our BIR box, we are discussing the same as well about the possibility of opening it, of course, with the permission of the impeachment court at the soonest possible time. So that would be all for the opening statement. You can raise your questions to Kong Joel.
All right, first question from Vivian Hingulio.
Good afternoon, Kongs. Dito po sa na-mention ninyo na you're reaching out to the Senate Secretary kung paano po mapapabilis pa itong marking of evidence. Ano po yung mga proposed measures ng House? At nakausap nyo na rin po ba yung defense about this?
Well, unang-una, we are contemplating on adding more teams and additional dates So, alam namin na Friday and Saturday walang pasok ang Senado, pero because of these voluminous documents, kinukonsider na rin namin na pati yung Friday tsaka Saturday, kung papayagan tayo, na magamit na rin.
Nakausap niyo na po yung defense. Are they amenable to that measure?
We haven't talked to the defense. We actually reached out to Sec Bantug through Secretary General Cheloy Grafil, no? So, we don't know kung anong status na nung communication na yon, but definitely we will be communicating with our SecGen as to whether the same has been relayed already and as to whether the same has been discussed already with the defense. Just to give you an idea how voluminous the exhibits for confidential fund, ha? Yung DEP's document evidencing payment for DepEd, it's 1,900 approximately, no? And then for OVP, it's 2,000 plus. And we understand that the defense is soliciting marking on separate document, which means parehas yung exhibits namin. Nevertheless, the position of the defense is to have their own marking in their separate set of documents. So, you can imagine how time-consuming is this? Magkakaroon ng comparison of document before marking, one for the prosecution, and next for the defense.
And then yung mga na-mention po ninyo na adoption of English and Filipino, rules on the disclosure of witnesses, participation of public and private prosecutors, BIR box opening, nakalaman po ba ito doon sa submission ninyo yesterday?
We will be finalizing our position regarding those matters, and whatever will be the decision of the team, we might be filing a manifestation tomorrow.
Also, yesterday po, I understand yung deadline for the filing of comments dun sa stipulations ng kabilang kampo. Nabasa nyo na po ba yung doon sa submission ng defense, and what's your comment on that?
Well, na-browse lang natin, no? But you will remember na share na rin sa media, I think yesterday, that our comment to their purposes for which the witnesses are being presented are very general. And that is why we are asking for a more specific purpose for the witnesses' presentation.
Next question, please.
Good afternoon po, Congresswoman Luistro and Representative Chua. Ann Soberano po of Bombo Radio Philippines. Ma'am, sa day 3 po ng pre-trial conference, may mga procedural issues na po bang nalinaw o nananatiling pinagtatalunan pa ng defense and prosecution? Kung meron po, ano po ito?
Wala naman po, marking pa lamang po, tuloy-tuloy pa lamang ang marking natin. Kagaya nga po ng nabanggit kanina ni Chairman Luistro na hindi pa rin po ito matapos-tapos dahil dun po lamang sa confidential fund, more or less we are talking of 4,000 documents to be marked. So, on the part of the prosecution. So, medyo mahaba po, maraming dokumento. Kaya nga po, kami po ay humihingi ng karagdagang araw at saka kung papayagan din kami, additional team.
Sir, are you optimistic na papayagan po kayo?
Well, in the interest of fair play, para naman po maipresenta natin itong lahat dahil ito pa parte po ng mga dokumento na amin pong gagawing ebidensya. So, tayo naman po naniniwala na papayagan naman po tayo.
Sir, on my isa pa po. May mga testigo po bang tumangging humarap o makipagtulungan? O makipagtulungan pa hanggang sa ngayon? Kung meron po.
Well, bawal po kaming sumagot dyan in the meantime.
Okay. Sir, on the other, last one na po. Mayroon po bang motion mula sa depensa na sa tingin nyo ay maaaring makakaapekto sa takbo ng kaso? Thank you.
So far, wala naman po kaming motion na natatanggap. Ngayon po, kasi ang pinagkakaabalahan po parehas ng prosecution at ay depensa ay parehas po yung marking. Sana po matapos na po ito.
Go
Good
ahead.
afternoon po, Prosec Luistro and Prosec Shua. Ma'am, kahapon, dun sa manifestation na pinasa, nilahad na ng prosecution team yung concern na dapat ma-justify ng defense team kung bakit maraming magkakaparehong ebidensya and exhibits. Pero apart from that problem, ma'am, is it right to say na it seems na yung gusto ng depensa na separate na pagmamarka ng ebidensya kahit pareho lang, isa po yun sa nagpapatagal ng pre-trial ngayon?
Well, masasabi po natin na pwede pong ganun, isa rin po yan sa magiging dahilan. Pero, syempre, may mga iba naman po talaga na antayin na lang po natin siguro, no, na yung depensa ay maglahad ng kanilang mga salisay.
Kanina po, ma'am, we receive a picture that the prosecution panel conferred with some of the defense team members. Ano po yung napag-usapan kung pwede pong malaman?
Wala naman po kaming
Can you be particular about the members of the prosecution team? Because I don't recall having
Yes,
a
ma'am.
close encounter with them.
Opo. A picture po in the table and then the caption sent to us is that members of the prosecution panel led by Prosecutor Jinky Luistro confer with members of the defense team during the continuation of the third day of the pre-trial conference po.
Well, that is the actual marking of exhibits, no? We were there, of course, because the private prosecutors are acting under the direct control and supervision of the public prosecutors. As a matter of fact, we make sure that there's always the presence of public prosecutor, so that when I left around noontime, I made sure that Congressman Terry Ridon is there to watch over the marking until the conclusion in the afternoon. So yung nakita niyo pong picture, I am not actually conferring with the defense. We are witnessing the actual marking of exhibits, which is attended by the prosecution, the defense, and the impeachment court represented by the Senate officials.
Thank you, ma'am. Last na lang po from my end. You mentioned po about the DEPs. Yun po bang sinumite rin ng NBI during the Justice Committee proceedings, yung mga may pirma po, confidential fund receipts, and as well as the others from the PSA? Kasama po ba yun sa voluminous documents na minamarkahan ngayon?
Well, I can only confirm that the documents presented during the Justice Committee are included. We cannot go deeper than that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Lenis, your turn.
Balikan ko lang yung comment ni Joel kanina about the marking of common exhibits, no? Usually, kapag common ang exhibits ng prosecution and defense, no? Although subject to agreement din naman, possible na pwedeng ang marking ay same document. But in this case, hindi siya nangyari because the position of the defense is to come up with their own marking on a separate set of documents. So, yung process ng presentation ng documents for the purpose of marking, separate yun sa prosec, separate yun sa defense. So, it makes it more time consuming. And if we're talking about around 4,000 documents, then it is as if you are marking 8,000 documents. But of course, we understand that because it falls within their discretion to maintain that position, no? I just want to share that in a court proceeding, it is possible. Same document, it bears the marking of the prosecution and at the same time, the marking of the defense.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Lianas Kapati, GMA News Online. Ma'am, kasi I understand kasama rin po yung stipulation sa pre-trial conference. Meron na po bang napag-agrihan ang prosecution and the defense? Of course, aside from yung very general lang na the vice president is the sitting vice president, kasama rin kasi yon. And she's from Davao, yung mga ganun. Pero any salient agreements po, meron po ba kayo na pagkasunduan with the defense in terms of stipulation of facts po? Thank you.
Well, pasensya na po kayo dahil limited lang po ang po pwede namin sabihin. Basta't lahat po ng mga agreements po namin ay sinumiti na po namin ito sa impeachment court.
Pero sir, for the record, meron po kayong napag-agrihan, at least, with the defense.
Meron naman po, pero hanggang doon lang po pwede namin sabihin.
Opo. Saka sir, follow up dun sa asking the defense to specify the purpose of presenting the witnesses. Ang motion niyo po ba will be filed before the Senate Impeachment Court asking the Senate Impeachment Court to order the defense to specify the purpose? Ganun po ba yung mangyayari?
Well,
Paano
it
po
is
ba?
beyond our power already to resolve that motion, no? It depends on the impeachment court on how they will appreciate the motion. But our concern merely is to make the purpose for each witness more specific.
Ma'am, gaano po ba ka-importante na specific yung detalye sa pag-present ng isang witness? For the public lang to understand na hindi pwedeng general lang na to dispute the allegations. Thank you.
Of course, it has been shared already that a lot of witnesses of the prosecution were adopted by the defense, no? So we would like to be enlightened for what purpose are they or will they be presented by the defense so that we will understand the nature of the testimony to be presented by the witnesses. It is possible that there is one witness, different purposes. And I think that will be best illustrated in this case. As I have said, a lot of witnesses of the prosecution, particularly those which the people have seen in the hearing of the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability, and even in the hearing of the Committee on Justice, were included as well in the list of witnesses of the defense, no? So we assume that they will be presented for a different purpose other than the purpose of the prosecution, and that's why we want to be enlightened. And besides, that is under the rule to provide a short summary of the nature of the testimony which will be provided by each witness.
Okay, Rosalie, your turn. Ay,
Dun,
we'll allow one more
Sorry.
follow-up.
Related lang po doon, kailangan nyo rin po ba nung specifics kasi it's very important for your cross-examination. Would that be correct?
It's important for the entire presentation of that particular witness. Not only for cross, but even for direct, cross, redirect, and recross.
Okay, Rosalie, your turn now.
Good afternoon po. Rosalie Cos po of UNTV News. Kongs, tatanong lang po namin, you're asking for 4 more days para po sa pre-trial conference. Is that correct?
So, ang hinihingi po namin hanggang Sabado sana. 4 days. So, kasi we understand na hanggang Wednesday lamang, hanggang Thursday lamang ang opisina ng Senado. So, sana mapagbigyan kami na pati Biyernes at saka Sabado ay maisama po nila.
Alright. Since last week po until yesterday, confident po kayo na on track na mauumpisahan yung impeachment trial on July 6. Pero dahil po sa development na ito, are you still confident?
Yes, we remain confident at umaasa naman kami na kung wala naman po magiging aberya, tuloy-tuloy lamang po ang marking ng ebidensya.
But if the pre-trial conference will push until next week, will you still be on track? For example, if the Senate impeachment court will not hindi po nila pagbibigyan yung request nyo po na pati po Friday and Saturday ay extend ang pre-trial conference.
What is important is for the pre-trial order to be issued before July 6, no? And it must be issued at the maximum 10 days after termination of pre-trial conference. It can be less than 10 days after termination, but the maximum should be 10 days after termination of PTC, dapat meron ng pre-trial order, no? So, nevertheless, we are not entertaining that possibility. We are pushing for the termination of pre-trial conference this week, and that is why we have reached out to Secretary Bantug for 2 possible additional measures, yung nabanggit ni Kong Joel Chua. One is deploying additional teams for the marking of exhibits, perhaps from 4 going 8, and then providing additional days from including Friday and Saturday to be able to finish all the marking this week.
Pero kung nabanggit niyo po kahapon, kulang po ang defense team sa tao po nila compared po dun sa prosecution panel. So, choice pa rin ba yun pagde-deploy ng additional teams kung kulang po yun pong inyo pong counterpart?
So it will depend on the impeachment court. I hope that they will be able to confer and convince the defense team to provide additional lawyers to attend to the marking of exhibits, considering the possible additional measures which will be adopted by the impeachment court.
Last on my part na lang po. Ito pong hindi pagpayag ng defense team na markahan po yung pong pare-pareho nyo pong exhibits and witnesses. Do you think this is an attempt to delay po the process?
I do not want to speculate, no? Basta ang kaya ko lang i-share sa inyo, possible na 1 document, 2 markings. It's happening in the court, no? But of course, it is within the prerogative also of the defense if they want to have their own documents marked, separate from the documents of the prosecution, notwithstanding the fact that they are exactly the same.
So, bakit po kaya?
Marian, your turn.
Kong, bakit po kaya ganun sa tingin ninyo yung ginagawa ng defense na gusto nila may separate marking pa when in fact, parehong documents lang naman?
Well, that is their prerogative. Pero kagaya nga po ng binanggit ng ating chair na ayaw naman po namin na mag-speculate kung ano po ang kanilang dahilan.
Chair, you mentioned earlier yung possibility po ng pag-open ng BIR box at the soonest possible time. Are we looking at parang pag-open pa lang po, pag-convene ulit ng impeachment court, matakal na sana po pati itong box?
It depends on the impeachment court because I believe that this is significant also to be considered for the purpose of supporting or determining the veracity of the allegation of the unexplained wealth, amassing unexplained wealth, non-disclosure in the SALN, and non-divestment of other transactions and undertaking, no? As a matter of fact, we would have wanted it open during the proceeding of the Justice Committee, except that we expressed also our apprehensions about the possibility of violating some provisions of law, particularly the National Internal Revenue Code, which was cited by Commissioner Charlie Mendoza when he testified in the Justice Committee.
So even if pangdulo pa po yung ating unexplained wealth article na itatakal?
Yung sa amin, no, we wish to express our position about the BIR box. If we will really decide to file the necessary manifestation on this, we will be submitting to the impeachment court kung ano man magiging resolution nila on the matter.
Ma'am, si Attorney Michael Powa, in an interview, sinabi po niya na for them, para po sa kanila, yung importante po na sana, pag-convene po ng impeachment court, mapag-usapan na, magkaroon na po nung, kumbaga, resolution do sa 2/3 threshold. Sabi po niya, that will be part of the ground rules. Dapat daw alam na agad ng depensa kung ano ang magiging threshold dahil wala pa namang categorical nga na sinasabi yung Senate right now. Definitely, dapat mapag-usapan agad yan kaysa sa gitna mapag-usapan and magkaroon ng problema, sabi ni Powa. Do you share the same sentiment?
Well, we are agreeable to that, no? At least in as far as I am concerned. we're agreeable to that so that both parties will be guided as we present our respective evidence. And so that when we conclude the presentation of evidence, it is clear already, not only with the impeachment court and the parties, but even to the sovereign Filipino people, the proper interpretation and application of the threshold provided in the Constitution. For the guidance of the viewing public, ang nakalagay po sa saligang batas is 2/3 of all the members of the Senate. Because of the change of leadership, when now SP was elected then as SP pro tempore, right? Biglang na-enlighten po tayo dito sa doktrina ng Avellino versus Cuenco, no? And that is why there are discussions now about the possibility of applying the same doctrine with respect to the interpretation of the threshold required for the purpose of conviction. So to your question, yes, I agree na mapag-usapan ito before the start of presentation of evidence.